the production and technical manager here at Harris Paints. I've been in the company for about 23 years. I'm also a certified lead auditor, and that basically allows me to audit different systems within our company and our business unit, and also internationally. In that I could audit, make sure procedures are in place, that we follow what we say we're doing, do what we say, and we show ways of improving it. So when it comes to ISO, we use ISO 9001-2015, which is the latest revision of the standard, which is revised in, again, 2015. And we also use our Jamaican standard and also St. Lucia standards when it comes to paint manufacturing. And all those standards are built into the processes itself. We use SGS. So for ISO, it's audited every year. But we have two sets of audits. We have our internal audits. So we have, St. Lucia has 3 certified internal auditors. They've been trained about over, since 2015, and they get trained every year. They carry the internal audits once a year. For the internal audits, we look at the procedures, ensuring that everybody is following what they say they're supposed to do. SGS comes in, our external body comes in once a year and carries a full audit. He looks at what we did, he audits our procedures, what we say we audited very finely. He looks at our audit itself, and he also audit based on the standard. So the standards say we need to ensure this is done. What the auditor does, verify that this is done based on the standard. So while the internal auditor look at the procedures, so our procedures are built on the standard. The standard is here, then our procedures fit into there. So we make sure that we audit our procedures, our handouts, everything, our checklists, our documents, we verify that, and he verified that all of that measure up to what the standard says we're supposed to be doing. We try to align ourselves with paint companies that can take us to that next step. So we use Nova, which is when it comes to manufacturing processes. We use ColorGuide, which helps us to get the unique standard of colors. We also GreenWise, and we also LEED certified. Again, we try to follow all the international standards when it comes to manufacturing and delivery.
Harris Paints has been ISO certified for 20 years now. Currently, the current certification is ISO 9001-2015. 9001 is the quality standard certification, and 2015 is really the last revision of that particular standard. We just did a recertification this year, and St. Lucia was one of the business units that was audited. They sent in their accredited body to get us certified. And we had amazingly 0 findings in a recertification audit. That's like history. 0 findings for the audit. So it means that all the processes that we are doing are exactly what we have on paper. So we're doing what we're saying, and we're saying what we're doing.
ISO gives us the footpath to follow. It gives us the roadmap in what we should do. It tells us we need to have certain things in place to meet those standards. Again, those standards are international standards. So wherever you go throughout the world, you'll find once a company is certified in ISO 9001-2015, there's a certain way of doing things. Everything we do is documented. All our forms, our procedures are controlled.
Harris is unique. We have around several paint brands in St. Lucia. We are the only paint manufacturers. A lot of people bring in paint and they add color to it, but we actually make the paint right here. We have a factory, we have persons employed, and we actually make the paint right here in St. Lucia. Harris is in 15 countries around the Caribbean, from as far up as Belize all the way down to Guyana and in between. Among that, we have 4 processing plants. We have a 5th one to come on board, that's Antigua. We recently acquired Antigua through St. Lucia. And we're looking at the next step for us, our next big market. We're looking at Cuba.
This message is brought to you by the Commonwealth Standards Network.